been 195 years. But the person who owned this book boldly wrote their name in the front.
Doesn't it just like it brings tears to your eyes?
Man, it gives
just
me
thinking.
goosebumps, man.
It
It's
is
amazing.
real.
Yeah, you would never. There's just so many little tiny stories like that that are so fascinating that we
It makes it real.
Yeah, it does.
This episode is brought to you by Angel Studios' new series, Truth and Treason. If you thought the movie was cool, wait until you see this series. Check it out at angel.com/Ward Radio.
First edition copy of the Book of Mormon?
Oh, let's see. Is this
Yes.
the Hyrum one you were talking about?
Ooh,
This
maybe.
is it? This is the one?
So, originally 5,000 copies printed, $3,000, so 60 cents a book. The going number is like 500 survived, but I've tracked down over 300 in 20 years, so I think the number's more like 700 to 800, 750. It's kind of my number. There, title page. It's been 195 years.
There's an old book.
Do you know what the going price of just
first edition.
first edition?
It's got to be over $1 million.
No.
I think
Is it not over $1 million?
It's like 200,000 or so.
Yeah, you've been watching my videos.
I think
Okay. Oh, it's
Yeah,
worth that much to me.
yeah,
I'm trying to say
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Current price is 200 or so. I mean 150 to 250 because condition.
Well, just the one page was.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
25.
Now with it being 200, one page is 75,000 because the title page on the Book of Mormon is easy 1/3 the value. Okay, but the person who owned this book boldly wrote their name in the front. Hyrum Smith's book.
Oh, that's amazing. What does the rest of that say?
They were close, man.
Well, here's the thing. A couple years, this ends up going to Reynolds Cahoon. Reynolds Cahoon and Hyrum Smith are called to be counselors at Newell K. Whitney. And on that very day, February 12, 1832, Reynolds goes, Hyrum, I need a copy. And he sold it to him. And so Hyrum's book goes to Reynolds Cahoon. Reynolds Cahoon gives his book to his oldest son, Pulaski, who's a bit of a rebel. And when the saints are forced out of Nauvoo, Pulaski goes, yeah, see ya. He took this book with him and went to Missouri. Well, let's go back. Bit of a rebel. He opened a bar in Nauvoo.
Oh, okay. Well,
And I've heard the story that he was told to take it down. He didn't, so it got torn down. So he goes out, opens it outside the city limits. And Joseph said, if you don't close that bar, you'll go blind. But then Joseph's killed by a mob 6 months later. 2 years after that, saints forced out, and he takes this book with him, and it disappears for 160 years. Well, 150 years. It disappears. Surfaces in Chicago in 2004.
what?
Yeah, and then here is a provenance binder of its history. Like an affidavit from the family telling where it's been. A photocopy of Hyrum Smith's journal recording this saying, Reynolds Cahoon owes me $1.25 for my Book of Mormon.
Oh wait, so Hyrum
want
was
my
making
money.
money. It cost 60 cents.
Give me my money.
You
He's
know?
like, this is interest.
Oh, so wait. So Hyrum was a capitalist, and he was all like, "I bought this for 60 cents. I'm selling it for $1.25."
Margins are pretty good on that.
Like the first missionary, they sold it for $1.25 to kind of fund the.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so pretty much double.
Do
There's
we need to pause for a second?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Census record. Track down this guy Pulaski. He's in Missouri. P.S. Cahoon. He's a merchant, but there's a little note out to the side.
Blind. He went blind.
Whoa! He's like, boom! He went blind.
Do we know what happened? Just
Joseph Smith prophesied he'd go blind. That's what happened.
He
bro.
said, well, what was it? What was it he said? If you don't take this
If
down.
you don't close this bar, you'll go blind.
census record blind. I don't know, man.
I just love the reveal, like, look at that. Say blind. That's amazing.
Dude.
Notarized affidavit, 2004. This is to certify that my family has possessed all of my life a fine copy of the Book of Mormon, dated Palmyra, New York, 1830, and inscribed Hyrum Smith's book. I mean, that's that book. I mean,
There's no question.
yeah. The Book of Mormon has been a part of my family for at least 4 generations. I inherited it through my great-grandparents. They were originally slaves in Missouri.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you go, wait,
So they just, okay.
okay, how? Okay, I'm going to skip a couple paragraphs. Family tradition is that we received this book from the Cahoons after the Emancipation Proclamation,
Which lines up?
when they are released.
And Cahoon, apparently, though he was a rebel, he wasn't cruel. When the Emancipation Proclamation happened, he actually gifted a bunch of linens.
Well,
and-
here it is. It says, the Cahoons owned this book, were slaveholders of mine. Family tradition is they treated our family very well, more like tenants than slaves, and that when my ancestors moved north, this family gave them the Book of Mormon, as well as china, crystal, and linens, and taught them to treasure the Book of Mormon as their own family Bible. Now, that family never joined the church, but they kept it safe for 150 years. Whoa. And then she goes on to say, much of my family history I do not know, and there was no one to ask, as my mother was an only child, and she died in 1968. I, too, am an only child. My mother was 39 years old when I was born, and I have no children. When I die, the family comes to an end. The Book of Mormon was always a prized possession to the generations of owners of my family. It was a sincere gift given by the Cahoons to wish them safety, prosperity, and freedom as they moved north onto their new lives. I really wish I could meet all of them, or at least know more family history, but I do not. Considering the end of the lineage, as the last survivor, I decided to return the book closer to where it started and to someone who would love, appreciate, and cherish it much as my family did.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this episode as much as I am. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to this episode's sponsor, none other than scripturenotes.com, the coolest way to read your scriptures online.
You can open up your notes for each one and type as much as you want about each verse and the insights that you get. You can do powerful Boolean searches using the search pane.
I use it myself every day and in every single episode, and I hope you love it as much as I do.
Scripture Notes is the most flexible, powerful tool available to you to study the scriptures with.
For a free 2-week trial, make sure you guys check out the links in the description. Now, without any further ado, back to the video.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But there was one request. That's the end of the lineage. The woman requested, I would like my only other heirlooms to stay with the book. They're here. What did she want to stay with it? Her family photographs.
Whoa.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
And those are the originals? This is how they
These are
What?
the-
So this is the family.
This is the family that took care
This
of
is the
this
family
book.
that took care of the book. And where were these pictures taken? Macon, Missouri. I mean, yeah. This
What
is
in the
contemporary.
world? This is
Look at that
crazy,
hat.
man.
That's a good looking gentleman right there.
Doesn't it just like it brings tears to your eyes?
Man, it gives
just
me
thinking.
goosebumps, man.
It
This
is
is
real.
amazing. This is
Like Joseph
powerful,
Smith
man.
was so ahead of his time, and like the racial views then, like he ran on basically emancipation. He was basically an emancipationist years before it was cool, baptizing freemen, saying like, here, like the biggest rebel who was cursed to go blind was actually a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck, dude?
Got a damn dirty there.
Yeah, you know.
That is so cool that they wanted you to keep this too.
Yeah, keep it together. I mean, it's part of the story. Rarely do you know the entire history of a single book, every single owner. From
Every generation.
Every generation.
Yeah. So this
200 years.
this is several generations here in these photos.
4 generations.
Four
Well,
generations.
yeah, it got passed down. Yeah.
These are all of the individuals who
in the family.
that took care of the book.
Yeah.
And they would even, didn't they write their like marriage records in the book because it was basically held as the Bible or no?
Man, these days we suck. We don't keep records for nothing, man.
Yeah.
We don't respect
We just
it
let
like they did.
Facebook do it
That's
for us,
amazing.
you know? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Can I touch it?
You have clean hands and a pure heart.
Oh, man, I really try.
so what year are these pictures?
Oh, 1860s, 1870s. I mean, when they were released and got the...
This is right at the start of photography.
That is,
You know, the photography is only 20, 30 years old at this point.
Well, and it's before they went to Chicago. So, yeah, it's about 1865.
Man,
that's
sorry.
amazing.
I'm not trying to take all the time, but this is just so powerful to me, man. What an interesting story. I think that people don't even think, they just assume that history is all like, if you owned a slave, then you were this way or that way, you know?
Well, I mean, this particular family knew the Cahoons.
And they
from
cared.
And that was a story that got passed down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't a good thing, but at least they were nice.
Yeah. You would never, there's just so many little tiny stories like that are so fascinating that we
it makes it real.
Yeah, it does.
And so many of those stories are totally lost. to
And we just
history
wonder I
because
wonder if
we
they
don't
read
have
it.
the record of
I just wonder if they read the book.
Oh, well, I know they were fascinated by it because in 1960, the woman who owned it went to Washington, D.C., to the Library of Congress to check out a first edition Book of Mormon to really see what they had.
Interesting.
Look at that. Roosevelt Hotel, 1960, Washington, D.C. So a trip from Chicago. And then writing it to an aunt, I guess. Dear, lovely, sweet, lonesome, hot, hardworking, safe relatives on good old homely comfort at East Chicago. Hello. What I forgot to tell you is I went to the Library of Congress to look up the Book of Mormon. So, I mean, this was a story. Everybody knew about the book. I had to sign what seemed to be my last will and testament. I signed paper saying I would not place anything on the pages, not write anything, handle the pages at the very edge. And it was in the rare books section, which seemed to be at the top of the monument. I actually got scared. They made me register and were guarded, and I had to give a reason why I wanted to see it. And I was watched by 2 different librarians. I finally got to see the Book of Mormon. Check with ours, and it says print, check with ours to see if it's, Book of Mormon, Palmyra, 1830, real first edition.
So she was trying
She was trying to see, like,
compare
this
Yeah.
is the real thing.
them. Yeah.
And then she went on to say, the man in charge was colored and very pleased that I was there, colored, and knew what I was talking about. He looked white, but I could still tell. Okay. I only saw 3 Negroes, Aunt Aline, and, but I think it's very interesting how they were reluctant to let her look at it.
Yeah.
And 2 people
and
stood.
how well she knew it, and she
Yeah.
actually had one of the ones that are probably more valuable than that one.
Yeah, the one she had is definitely more valuable. Well, and
But she's doing real bibliography there.
Yeah,
She's saying,
yeah.
this is what it says on the title page, check it against ours. This is how many pages are in their copy, check it against ours. That's like real scholarship.
And when I went to the Library of Congress last year, I said, I know you guys have like over 50 million books and 170 million items listed. What is the most requested book out of everything in the Library of Congress? And they go, the Book of Mormon.
Really?
In fact, everybody asks for it, so it's in a little case right here. It's just like every day we go, there it is. There it is. Out of everything, 50 million books, The most requested is the Book of Mormon in the Library of Congress,
Well-
which is the largest library in the world. The most requested book is the first edition Book of Mormon.
Why do you think that is?
Well, word's out that it's there, and most people, you have, I think most of them are members who, and
They're on vacation and they.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
What
let's
do you
go see the Book of
default
Mormon.
ask
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
don't know what to ask?
The Book of Mormon, yeah.
The local missionaries used to go every weekend and start doing it, and then they said, "Whoa, they're tearing it up," and so they said, "No more missionaries touching the Book of Mormon."
enough.
And it's under glass. They have 2 copies, one for research and then one under glass, and it's just like, there it is.